What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Johnny Flame coming at y'all with another video, bro. We're about to go ahead and react to this video titled "No One Cares About Xxl Freshmen Anymore. Here's Why." Shout out to Tyrese, man. He sent me this video. We're gonna go ahead and react to it. If you're sparking up with me, bro, let me know in the comment section. We're gonna go ahead and press play, man.
Xxl is a very popular magazine in the hip-hop space, but they are especially known for their annual freshman classes. Every year they release a list of 10 artists that are on the rise, doing all sorts of content with them, but people have always gravitated towards the ciphers. The annual freshman lists and ciphers have always generated a lot of buzz. However, it seems like people's interest is dwindling. Since 2016, the views on the ciphers in particular have gone down 98%. Just recently they released the 2023 ciphers, and it has been met with a lot of negative reception. So after looking into it, I've come up with 3 reasons as to why interest in Xxl has declined over the years. But first, to understand, we have to go way back to when Xxl was just a small magazine. In 1997, Reggie Dennis, Robert Marriott, and James Bernard started Xxl. These 3 were all previously editors from The Source, which was another magazine in the hip-hop space. For a while, Xxl lived in the shadow of The Source, and the 2 magazines even had some beef. They also actually had some beef with Eminem, who was upset at them because they said they don't do articles on white rappers, but after he blew up, they did a story on him saying he was a culture vulture and a KKK member. So he dissed them on the song Marshall Mathers with some pretty hilarious lines.
What that nigga say? Okay, let me give you some help. Here, Xxl, now your magazine shouldn't have so much trouble to sell. Fuck it, I even buy a couple myself. Come on, bro. I'm pretty sure bro was rapping that faster, but nah, that's not it. That's not him. I'm not saying I'm a hater of Eminem. I'm not a hater of no man, bro. I'm not saying Eminem is trash at all. But who do you know ride around and they whip blasting Eminem with the windows down? Let me know in the comment section, bro.
Funnily enough, Xxl actually responded to the diss by putting Eminem on the cover of one of their magazines, which is pretty crazy. Anyways, the first issue that Xxl ever released was a double cover with Master P and Jay-Z. In the early 2000s, Xxl began reaching higher heights and becoming a much more important magazine in the hip-hop community. They had made up with Eminem and sort of began to replace The Source in popularity. Paul Cantor of Medium.com said that by the time he started writing for Xxl in 2004, things were booming. Meanwhile, the internet was becoming much more popular, and by 2007, there were a ton of blogs in the hip-hop space.
Hey, see, around this time, 2007 and 2008, things were changing. If you haven't seen my Norbit video, bro, it's on my other channel, J Will. I'm gonna like pop it up right here, but yeah, man, go check out that video. I'm talking about how the movie and shit changed the way the average man gonna be, and this goes with this shit too. The way music changed, bro. Music evolved. Social media started coming out. Time started changing, bro. Like, now artists had the ability to basically promote themselves and become more independent because they can share their music. They can share snippets and build up a fan base that way.
Is popping up. Xxl was on top of things though, and created a website to publish articles very quickly. They were able to maintain relevance through this quick adaptation. Then in 2008, after almost 9 years of working there, the chief editor of Xxl, Elliot Wilson, was let go from the company, but not before leaving behind a crucial idea. Elliot, along with his staff, came up with the iconic annual freshman class list, which would be what Xxl is best known for today. Elliot Wilson and the rest of the staff at Xxl released the first issue of the freshman class in 2007. Vanessa Sadden, the current chief editor of Xxl, said that they were tired of putting the same faces and big artists on their covers, so they wanted to showcase newer artists on the scene. The 2007 class featured artists like Lupe Fiasco, Lil Boosie, Plies, and
Shout
more.
out to that boy Gorilla's
class was simply a magazine with no extra online content, as they were just kind of getting into the digital world. In 2008, they didn't release a freshman class issue, likely because Elliot Wilson left that year. Then in 2009, Vanessa Sadden became the chief editor of Xxl, and she was clearly invested in all of the different mediums of content that Xxl was putting out.
And you've got to double up on content. You've got to be able to do content for a daily basis and then for a monthly basis. What you do for a website is a whole different thing than what you do for a magazine. You treat the content differently. So you just have to be familiar with what you're creating and for what audience, who your audiences are, based on whether it's the magazine or the website, because they can be the same audience or they can be different.
So likely under her direction in the 2009 freshman class issue, they put out much more content with the artists. They put out 3 covers with different artists like Wale, B.O.B., Kid Cudi, and more. However, it was also the first year where they released a cappella freestyles with each artist. They also released a freestyle with Asher Roth, Charles Hamilton, and Mickey Fax, who were actually freestyling, going back and forth, having fun, with a beat playing in the background.
Like I told him, so go ahead and handle it.
Yo, hats off to Ash Roth. Now it's time for me to blast off Astroth. Not.
Kid Cudi even popped in for a quick bar. And while it wasn't technically the first cypher, it essentially set the foundation for what would happen in the coming years. Following that, in 2010, they had one of their best freshman classes ever that would really set a precedent going forward. Vanessa had stated in interviews that they wanted to get artists that were set to blow and show a lot of longevity, without them having a debut studio album out with a record label. She had also mentioned that the freshman class is the XXL staff's opinions about which artists are up next, and that it wasn't entirely objective or voted in by fans. So with that in mind, I think XXL was right on the money when they chose artists like J. Cole, Nipsey Hussle.
Hold up. These niggas had J. Cole, Nipsey Hussle, Wiz Khalifa, OJ the Juice Man. I don't know who Pill is, bro. I think Pill is out of these 2 niggas. I forgot how OJ the Juice Man looked, but nigga, they got Freddie Gibbs, Big Sean, J-Rock. I don't know who these 2 niggas is. Yeah, these 2 niggas right here, I don't know, but
Wiz Khalifa, Freddie Gibbs, J-Rock, and many more for the 2010 freshman class. As far as content goes, they released the magazine along with the acapella freestyles with each artist. The next year, XXL would make another significant change that would become quite iconic in years to come, and that was the release of the freshman ciphers. The 2011 class featured plenty of great picks like Mac Miller, Lil B, Kendrick Lamar, YG, and Meek Mill. They released a ton of extra content like the roundtable interviews.
The XXL freshman cover is that one thing that you always strive for when you start really getting serious, when you like always would get the cover and you're like, one day maybe I'm gonna be on there, and it's just wild to actually be on there.
Right. You know what I mean? Because we coming up, we look at this magazine, you know what I mean? Just the shit, we gotta jump on it. And to even be in it and then be on it, that's amazing.
And of course, the ciphers. Pretty quickly, the XXL freshman list became a staple in hip-hop culture, signifying that an artist was on the come-up and was up next. They were only a couple years in and were pretty accurate with their picks. XXL was also a very popular magazine by this time, so the freshman list had some extra credibility.
If you are nominated to be on this cover, that's like a form of acclamation saying that you're on your way up the ladder.
They were so popular and important that people would argue every single year over who should have made the list. And the controversy really helped the list become even more popular.
Personally, I'm gonna speak my mind.
Please.
I think a lot of the motherfuckers on the list is corny as
Some lists were definitely better than others, but XXL was fairly accurate and was able to pick artists that would have longevity. In 2012, they had picks like Future, Danny Brown, French Montana, MGK.
These niggas had Macklemore. Who is this? This is Machine Gun Kelly, Iggy Azalea, Roscoe Dash was fire. They had Future too. It's 2012, bro. This is crazy.
And more. They also introduced the ability for fans to vote for the 10th spot winner, who in 2012 was Iggy Azalea. 2013 was stacked with artists like Schoolboy Q, Joey Badass.
2013 was hard, bro. I think Chief Keef was locked up, nigga, so they had to put that picture. That shit was hard. They had Joey Badass, Schoolboy Q, Travis Scott. Who this nigga, bro? I know this nigga name. Something Bronson. Trinidad James. This is wait, nah. Dizzy Wright is right here, nigga. This Kurt Cobain's. Or am I tripping? This Logic don't even look the same, bro. That's crazy. What the fuck bro got on though? Nigga got them blue 12s with camo pants with a white tee and a fur coat with a chain on, bro.
Ab-Soul, Logic, Travis Scott, and even Chief Keef. Chief Keef actually couldn't make the shoot since he was in jail, so they had to edit him into the cover. In 2014, Xxl featured freshmen such as Chance the Rapper, Lil Bibby, Ty Dolla $ign, Kevin Gates, Lil Durk, Isaiah Rashad, and more. Another fun fact is that Xxl had also been releasing mixtapes with these artists from
around
2010
that time,
to 2014.
I say that was like the peak. I remember as a kid, I wanted to get on Xxl around that time because everybody was on it. And niggas had the ciphers, niggas was freestyling. They had like different segments with the same artist to like perform or do different shit. So you always had content for YouTube and then you could share it to your social media, bro. It just made sense.
And I'm not sure why they stopped, but I think it'd be really cool if they brought it back. Also in 2014, they stopped releasing physical magazines, instead opting to go fully digital. In 2015, they released the freshman cover with artists like Fetty Wap, Vince Staples, Rory, and more. However, in 2016, something happened that would change Xxl forever. In 2016, Xxl released their freshman class list, featuring 21 Savage, Kodak Black, Denzel Curry, Lil Uzi Vert, Lil Dicky, Anderson .Paak, G Herbo, Dave East, Designer, and the 10th spot winner, Lil Yachty. At first, there were a lot of people who were upset because there weren't as many lyricists on the list like there had usually been. The list was full of a bunch of mumble rappers, if you guys remember that ancient phrase. Regardless, they released the ciphers for these artists, and they were again met with many mixed reviews. A lot of people at first clowned and made memes about the artists and their ciphers, with people even writing up articles saying it was the worst cipher of all time. If only they knew what was coming. However, something stuck out about this cipher. Of course, I'm referring to the one with 21, Kodak, Denzel, Uzi, and Yachty. You guys.
That hoe was hard.
They seem to be having a ton of fun. They all had really good chemistry, and the verses were all actually pretty solid. Uzi's verse shouting everyone out, everyone smiling in the background, everyone ad-libbing each other during one another's verses, Kodak making fun of the beat and everyone laughing, and I think everyone had some memorable lines. It was a super fun cipher with amazing chemistry that we don't see in a lot of the other ciphers. The only ciphers I think that come close in this sort of chemistry and fun energy are the ones with Kendrick and Lil B, Lil Durk and Ty Dolla $ign cipher, and the one in 2009, which wasn't even really a cipher. Everything from the cipher to the cover for the 2016 class was perfect, especially the tagline, "The New Wave," because after looking back in retrospect, they really were. However, the 2016 freshman class was in some way a double-edged sword. On one hand, it would eventually make people much more interested in the Xxl freshman list, hoping that they would see some more fun ciphers and other great content surrounding their favorite artists. But it also brings me with my first reason as to why Xxl is declining, and that is because on the other hand, it likely set people's expectations.
26, he said 2016 set standards too high. Yeah, 2016 was like, it took Xxl to another level. I remember this cipher, bro. The cipher got like millions of views. Everybody remembered like their bars and shit. Niggas would come to school and repeat the same bars and shit, bro.
Way too high for what would happen in future ciphers. The chemistry, variety, and overall fun in the 2016 ciphers weren't very common beforehand, and they weren't super common afterwards, leading people to be disappointed with the upcoming ciphers. They also got very lucky with their picks because pretty much everyone from that class went on to have a very successful career, and they haven't really been able to replicate that on most of the more recent classes. Regardless, the 2016 ciphers have the most views on average than any other class. Following the hype of the 2016
how much that said? I said some million. No, these niggas got 200 million, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, niggas was like, bro, nigga, that shit got more than a lot of nigga music videos, nigga. Think about that. You know how much money these niggas made off of this video, bro?
Any other class. Following the hype of the 2016 freshman class, Xxl came through again with a lot of solid picks for 2017. Although a handful of artists from that class wouldn't go on to be as big as the 2016.
See, this one was live. This class was live. Like, it had a lot of people that was dope, but the chemistry wasn't there. Like, everybody was on their own wave, but it still was live though.
They still featured people like X, Amine, Playboy Carti, and others.
X,
at the time, though, these artists were super hot, and these ciphers became the second most viewed on average out of all of the others. X's cipher in particular went viral after his interesting verse. Aside from that, though, this class and these ciphers were a lot of fun. However, in 2018, the freshman class would highlight yet another issue that I think is causing people to lose interest in Xxl. One thing that had become much more evident in ciphers with artists like Fetty Wap, Designer, Cardi, and now most of the 2018 class, is that rap is changing. A lot of artists are less reliant on lyricism and instead focus on production, vocals, and melodies to make a good track. This is very evident in Pump, Blockboy, and Perp's Cypher. They were having a lot of fun and had great chemistry, but they weren't good at all. They all did see success in their careers though, because their strengths were in their ability to write catchy hooks and rely heavily on their production. As Medium.com says, if they really want to get things right, and if they really want to be relevant and respectful of modern music, XXL magazine needs to do what responsible leaders do when traditions become archaic and outdated. They need to highlight the talents of the artist past only lyricism. And this is a really good point, because a lot of artists nowadays in the rap scene aren't as reliant on lyricism as previous rappers were. Of course, I can't ignore Jid and Ski's cypher, as they both had great verses and are much better fit for a cypher, but the rest I can't say the same about. 2019 had a solid freshman class too, with artists like...
I don't even remember this class, but it had... Hold up, who did it have? Blueface, Megan Thee Stallion, Gunna. I mean, shit, this class, everybody pretty much can rap. Like, everybody got bars. I fuck with Gunna heavy, bro. That new album fire, but Roddy Ricch go hard, The Baby go hard. I forgot, bro, name. Oh, man. He was a part of YBN. Corday. My nigga Corday was hard, too. And this is Comethazine, Lil Mosey. Who is... And that font, is that Tierra Whack? I don't know who that is. Yeah, that's Tierra Whack. But oh no, that's Rico Nasty, bro. That's Rico Nasty. This Tierra Whack, I think. I mean, she the girl. Yeah, all right, bet.
Corday, Megan Thee Stallion, Rico Nasty, DaBaby, and others. However, a few artists on this list like Blueface, Lil Mosey, and YK Osiris helped demonstrate the idea that ciphers don't work out for every artist. The 2020 list was also very solid, featuring artists like Polo G, Jack Harlow, NLE Choppa, Rod Wave, and many more great picks.
I don't even remember
the ciphers
this
were
class,
actually
bro.
pretty good.
I stopped watching this shit after a while.
Even the more melodic artists performed very well. I don't think anyone really even had a bad verse. The beats were catered to them, and it was a really good class. It was actually the last round of ciphers to average 10 million or more views, and from there it would be downhill.
Yeah, so hold up, bro. What happened 2021? Let's skip this.
Following the 2020 freshman class, views on the ciphers and overall interest began to decline. In 2021, the class featured artists like Ian Dior, 42 Doug.
Wait, I didn't even know DDG made the class, bro. What? Bro, I did not know this nigga made the class. Hold up, bro. Nigga Ruby Rose made it too? Yup. So nigga, hold up. That nigga DDG. Shout out to DDG, man. I ain't no hating ass nigga, bro. Tusi, Ruby Rose. This is who is bro, man? Bro is Blast. Yeah, Blast hard. This Coyle Ray, Pooh Shiesty. That nigga still locked up. I haven't heard nothing from Ian Dior. I remember he had that song with Trippie Redd. That song was hard. Tusi go hard though. I ain't gonna lie.
Pooh Shiesty, and others. These ciphers averaged 75% less views than the previous four. In 2022,
I think niggas stopped taking it serious. Once they seen DDG on that hoe, niggas started hating, bro. Like, you can't hate, like, bro doing that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Freshman class featured Babytron, Saucy Santana, Sofego, Nardo Wick, and more. This class again wasn't terrible, but it wasn't as good compared to the previous classes, and had even less views on average than the previous year. And now we get to this year's freshman class, which has been facing a ton of criticism. The class had artists like Glorilla, Central C, La Tyler.
This the new one? Oh no, this is the last year. This is last year. I know. No, this year, nigga. I'm tripping, bro. I don't even know most of these niggas, bro. That's what's crazy. I don't.
The announcement video had less views than any other announcement video before. All you gotta do is look at the like ratios and the comments to get an idea of how fans are feeling. And I think I've come up with a reason for this lack of interest. So my third and final reason for the decline of XXL is because rap in general is kind of getting stale. Now before you get mad at me, hear me out real quick.
I said that shit. Hey, bro, me and Tyrese was having the same conversation. Like, rap is dying off, bro. Rap is going to a weaker state right now. Reggae, pop, like all these other genres, like nigga Bad Bunny. This nigga Bad Bunny selling out concerts, nigga. He's selling out basketball arenas. Niggas can't do that rapping, bro. Rap is done. Rap sounds the same. If you're not talking about sex, money, drugs, or a girl talking about shaking her ass, bro, you not gonna make it, my nigga. That's how this shit is set up. We gotta build our own shit, our own genre, bro.
Recently have been weak. But then I thought, who else could they really pick? A lot of big artists to come out recently like Yeet or Ice Spice have declined XXL, so there really weren't too many other options. No matter who XXL picked, there aren't a lot of artists right now that are going to blow up to a big mainstream level. And that's not even the artist's fault. Recently, rap has been declining statistically. An article from Billboard states that rap has slightly dipped in its musical market share as other genres like rock and country have been growing quite a bit. And of course, I'm not trying to make this stupid argument that rap is dead like I've seen a lot of other outlets do. I just think there aren't many new artists blowing up to a mainstream level right now. The first rap album to go #1 this year was 6 months in from Lil Uzi Vert, which kind of demonstrates the fact that artists who were previously successful.
Lil Uzi Vert, I ain't hating on Lil Uzi Vert. Lil Uzi Vert got some songs on there that's actually hard. He talking about some shit. But bro, music, he not really talking about nothing, bro. Like, I just wanna rah, body, like, bro, what is he talking about? Is that beneficial to your brain, bro? Is that beneficial to the sound waves, the frequency, the vibrations in your soul, bro? Is that helping you? No. It's making you do that little twerk dance looking goofy on TikTok. That's what it's making you do, bro. Come on, man.
This
nigga right here is the wrong superhero or idol to look at, my nigga. This nigga painting his nails, wearing skirts, wearing weird shit.
In the early 2010s, you had scenes with artists like Mac Miller, Kendrick, Drake, J. Cole, and others blowing up. In the mid-2010s, you had the SoundCloud era with Uzi, Cardi, X, Juice WRLD, and people like that blowing up. And in the late 2010s, we had people like Roddy, Polo G, DaBaby, and others blowing up. But this decade, I'd argue that we haven't really seen any scenes like that blowing up to a mainstream level. Of course, there are little pockets like Detroit rap, the opium sound, the drill sound, but there really hasn't been one scene that's taken over the mainstream. And that's perfectly okay. I'm not blaming the artists or the community or the fans. I think that things need to get a little bit stagnant so that people want to hear something new. So I'm really just saying all this to dissuade hate from the newer artists on the new covers. I don't think the freestyles were bad. I think a lot of them make pretty good music. I just think the whole genre or scene as a whole isn't as interesting to mainstream listeners as it has been. Of course, I'm sure this will change. I think rap is going to be one of the top dog genres just as it has been for the last few decades, and I think it'll be like that for quite a while. So in my opinion, because of the high standards set in 2016, the outdated style of ciphers in general, and the overall disinterest in the rap scene from mainstream listeners.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up this video, man. Bro, basic 3 points was 2016 was the standards was too high, which I agree with. You know what I'm saying? That was the class with Lil Uzi Vert and all of them, bro. And you could tell when they was freestyling, they was doing the cypher, they was having fun. You could tell, like, for real, bro. It looked dope. Number 2, he said rap is changing, which is true. Everybody is not a lyricist. If you look at Yeet, I'm not saying nobody music is garbage, bro. I'm not a hating ass nigga, bro. Like, niggas, that's for you. You got your own wave, and it's dope. But if we being real, bro, rap is not the same anymore. Niggas is not having a message in their music anymore. Now it's about the beat and how you sound over the beat. Niggas is using their voice as instruments, which is different. It's cool. But rap, he's right, nigga. Rap is changing. And number 3, he's saying rap is getting stale, which I agree with. The same point, bro. Damn, let me back up. The same point. Rap is different, bro. Niggas not talking about, niggas don't have no bars. If they do have bars, the bars be basic. It be overhyped, bro. And I believe in my heart, nigga, I know for a fact most of these niggas can actually rap and make good music, but they choose not to. They want to make bread. That's a part of the system, nigga. It's to dumb us down, make us dumber. These lower frequencies, bro. Think about it. That nigga X was talking about that shit. Lower frequencies, nigga, the 808s, all that shit. So niggas dumbing down the lyrics, bro. They not talking about nothing. So it's making you dumber, nigga. You listening to that bullshit. But I ain't gonna make this video too long, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Hopefully this mic wasn't tripping, bro. Let me know in the comment section if you liked the video, man. Shit, I might react to some more videos. Let me know in the comment section. Also, you can hit me up at DamnCascar on Instagram. But yeah, man, I'm I'm gonna go ahead and sign out. It's your boy Johnny Flame. Peace.